Hello, my name is Thea Rodriguez, and today we are going to familiarize ourselves with Cisco Packet Tracer. We are also going to identify different devices used in a network system, as well as determine if the device we are using is an end device, an intermediary device, or a media. Also, before we proceed, just a disclaimer that I'm using a laptop for the camera and audio. So basically, my setup looks like this. So if it looks choppy or sounds echoey, it's because of that. So first, we are going to open our application here, the Cisco Packet Tracer program, and choose simulation right here. And then we're going to um, drag the following devices into our simulation. So first, our personal computer, which we are going to find in under the end devices. So we're going to drag the PC right here. And the next one is our laptop right under the PC. And then our switch, which is under our network devices right here. We're just going to choose one. I'm going to choose this console right here, G56024PS, and then our hub, or rather a router, which is right next to our switches right here. Then we're going to choose one right here, and for our hub, we're going to choose this one, PT hub, and then our printer, which is right back in our end devices, just right here. And then our optical fibers, which unfortunately we cannot use because our switch is powered with copper ports and not fiber ports. And then we have crossover cable right here, which we can use to connect to our computer right here. And then finally, our IP phones, which is also under our end devices right here. And there we go. So let's answer some questions from the course project. So the first one is, what are the other available router models on the simulation software aside from the generic router? Give at least 3 examples. So to identify the other available router models, we're going to click Network Devices here. And then underneath, we're going to click Routers. So just to name a few, this is PT8200. Then we have 4331. Then 43321, or 4321 rather, followed by IR8340 and the 1941. There are plenty more here as we can see that we can explore in the future, but for now these are the router models available at Cisco. For question number 2, based on the media devices below, identify the media used in Cisco Packet Tracer. So these are 5 icons from the software that we're going to identify. The first one is the icon for connections. And then the blue curve line is for the console. Then we have the straight line, which is a copper crossover. And then the broken line is a copper crossover. And then finally the straight orange line is our fiber or optic fiber. So for the third question, what are the differences between the end devices and intermediary devices and media? So for end devices, these are devices that send and receive information basically. So examples of this are your personal computer, your laptops, and printers. For intermediary devices, these are devices that guide or drive the connection directly to your end devices. We're talking hubs, switches, and routers. And finally, media are the paths that carry data. So examples of this are cables and optical fibers. Wi-Fi is also an example of this. And to conclude this activity, we not only learn the differences between intermediary devices, end devices, and media, but also how they connect with each other or how they are able to work together through these components. Taking out one of these devices would result in connection and network failure. So they are as important to each other as one another, basically. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next laboratory exercise.